Yeah, hello and welcome back to Hustle 47 podcast. My name is Peter Otieno. It has been long, around 3 weeks without recording, but ni mashida za kutafuta guests hapa na pale. Najua you have been waiting. One thing I need to note before we start this episode, we have our second guest, a second lady in the podcast actually. Ladies mmekuwa mkinichanganya nawaita mnahepa. I don't know why. So anyway, before she introduces herself, I'm very grateful that she's here. Me complain sana mkisema, this episode Hustle 47 is a masculine podcast. Hustle 47 ya wanaume. Yeah, here we are to bring the gender balance. Today we are talking about social media management, social media marketing. Kuna vile ina integrate. The guest mwenyewe, she's an expert, atatuelezea more about it. Mimi ni just the questions you sent me and some questions that I made up ndio at least ajibu. If you are looking to start or you are looking to become a social media manager or a social media marketer, then this episode is for you. Yeah, nilitafuta yule expert, someone who we can rely on to give us the information, to give you kama ni training ako nayo, if there are courses, she's going to talk about that. Very long introduction, but to our guest, karibu sana to our podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much again. As I mentioned earlier, you are the second lady in our show.
That's really amazing.
Yeah, and I'm very grateful for you have made your time, ukafika, to be here, to teach our audience, to continue giving them knowledge, because huku nje sio degree peke yake saina, but skills is very important.
That's right.
Yeah, before tuende mbali sana, for those who don't know you, who is Josie?
Okay, I'm Josie Karimi.
Yeah.
I'm a social media manager. I run my own agency. So we do basically everything from anything digital marketing, social media management, content creation, website creation, social media ads. Yeah, basically everything digital marketing.
Okay, social media manager.
Yeah.
You run an agency. Do you have a specific name ya hiyo agency? Watu waende waitafute.
It's called Nuru.
Nuru?
Yeah, Nuru.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm a co-partner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything you want to add about your co-partner and anything? There is something you mentioned to me, but if that works for you, then that's good. Yeah, so before hata tuende kwa maswali, I know watu wamenitumia maswali actually, by the way. Since I posted your poster nikasema Josie will be here, she'll be talking about social media management. I saw a lot of people texting wakisema ask her about this one. Juhua ninawauliza pia if there's something I can ask them. There is something new I'm trying to introduce to our audience. It's about giving back na just having some charitable cause in our podcast. I was thinking if a guest can mention anyone or any organization that is running a charity, helping people outside there, the needy, it will be important if we can mention them. Na nyinyi kama tumeona we are around, najua by the end of tukisha upload the episode, najua utatufikisha 40k followers pale TikTok. So hiyo team yote ya 40,000 people, just 10% of you guys, like 4,000 people, if you send anything that you have to a charity organization, then it will be watu wako Christmas, help those people. Kuna ma children's home, kuna those people just in need, kuna widows, kuna watu wanasaidia watoto wale hawajiwezi. Na ni wakati wa Christmas, don't just celebrate alone. Na even after Christmas, mambo na from January onwards, we'll be having those programs as well. So the charity organization, your guests on choosing, mwenye akimention, that's where you'll be sending, tutapeana hadi phone number, that's where you'll be sending your contributions, and we continue supporting them that way. I think that's the best way you can continue. So before tuende kwa episode, Josie, any charitable organization yenye unaweza mention that our fans can support?
Or it's not really an organization, but there's this lady on TikTok that she's doing really great, Moesha. I think most people know her. She used to be a dancer. Yeah, so she's doing something really great, and I think it would mean so much to her if they would support her, especially for the Christmas holiday.
I think Moisha K ni huyu mwenye ako na watoto wengi.
Yeah, huyo.
Anajiita mama ama wanajiitaje mada, kuna jina mama watoto wengi.
Yeah.
There is a name.
Yeah, she has a lot of kids.
Yeah, so phone number yake, can we find it?
Yes, let's just check.
Okay,
it.
just check it tupeane. So hii ndio phone number ya Moisha, sio yetu, sio ya mtu, hakuna middleman, hakuna anything you send, ikwe 10 bob, ikwe 20 bob, ikwe so, ikwe thao, ikwe whatever you have, just mtumie. Unaweza msearch I think TikTok,
Yeah, TikTok.
Moisha K.
Yeah, Moisha K.
Yeah, ako na followers wengi sana na she's doing an amazing work. Hata mimi mwenyewe I think I have seen some of her content. Umepata number?
Yeah, so
yeah, okay, you can read it to them.
586 6571, the till number. The phone number 0728 797749.
Okay, yeah, tutaziweka hapo chini so that you can find them. Social media management.
Yeah.
Ninajua okay, most of my audience ni wale they want to try something new.
All right.
So kuna high chances 60-70% of them maybe they might heard the word social media management, but hawajui kabisa what it entails, what is it, what do you people even do, what do social media managers do. Kuna social media marketing hapo ndani, so just to give them what can I say, maybe a foundation. What is social media management?
All right, so social media management or social media managers, some of their roles include managing your social media platforms. This could be a business or a brand. It could also include content creation for the brand, coming up with strategies. But social media management, it's just managing the page and managing the community. So, and then now the social media strategists, what they do, they come up with a strategy for you to reach your goals. This could be awareness, could be more conversion, more engagement. Yes, so that's the difference. But basically, that's what a social media manager does.
So as a social media manager, you can be a strategist and at the same time a marketer.
Yes, but now that's broader. As a social media manager, you're just a manager. You're just managing the page. The client provides the content. So all you do is manage the page. But now as a strategist, you come in with a strategy for them and help them to solve whatever problem they have at the moment with their business, anything social media related. Yeah.
Do you do both?
Yes, I do both.
Okay. Social media management. What about marketing?
I think I will say, okay, so social media marketing, no, that's why you have a social media manager. Social media management is under social media marketing. But what I would say, when I started, I just started as a social media manager. But you learn that clients want more. They want more conversion. They want engagement. So you have to get these skills in the long run. But I just started as a social media manager initially.
Oh, so it's better as you even grow your skills to combine some of them to go broad.
Yes.
Yeah, so Josephine.
Yes.
I know people will be interested to learn more how they can get started, and your story might be very relevant to them as well. So if you can just briefly describe how you got started, vile ulianza social media management na up to where you are right now.
All right, so I first had interest in 2020 when COVID happened. So I used to be a chef, and then we were told to go home for the unpaid leave because of COVID. And I used to see people talking about social media then, and I was curious, and I also loved content creation. So I just started self-teaching on YouTube. And then I guess in 2021, but I didn't do anything about it. I just nilijifunza tu. And then now 2021, 22, I think I saw ALX. They had a VA course, virtual assistant course. So I signed up and I took the course for like 8 weeks. And then they had a niche for social media management. And since it was something that I had already started learning, I decided to niche out with that. So after that, I took some courses on Udemy, YouTube. So that's how it basically got started.
Okay. Kwa hizo sites zote, Udemy, YouTube, umesema gani ingine the first? ALX. Is there one that you can recommend someone to start with?
I will say ALX Africa is really good. I think it's still free. It was free when I did it. I think it's still free until now. It's good because it helps you learn the organizational skills, which is a very big skill that is needed as a social media manager. Yeah, I think I think I would advise them to get started on ALX if they're looking for something that is extensive but free.
ALX ni free.
Yeah.
Udemy, I know you pay
you
for
pay
the
for
courses.
some, yeah.
So ALX wanapeana hadi certification?
Yes.
It's also online, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, najua sasa you have the skills. Now there's another job hapo juu to find the clients. Did you start as a freelancer? How did you navigate that? How did you kapata your first client?
What I did to get my first clients, I reached out to my friends who had businesses, and some of them I managed their pages for free. Others, they offered me like a small amount, like 10K. So I just did that so that I could just have the experience of what I had learned. I also started to grow my own page. But my first real client, I actually got them from Fiverr.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you still have your Fiverr account?
Okay, I stopped.
Why? Unajua hiyo ndio ilikuwa gold mine kitambo.
Yeah, I know, but okay. I just stopped because it just started feeling like a lot of work. So yes, I stopped. Yeah.
I can give maybe most people stop because they find some greener pastures elsewhere.
Yeah, that's why I stopped.
Okay. So I'm thinking Fiverr, umesema Fiverr, but before even we mention the account, someone can find the clients. Huh? What skills, you can mention a few of them that are very important and relevant kwa mtu mwenye anataka kuanza. Lazima akuwe nazo kabisa ndio aanze kama social media manager.
All right. The first one is communication, because you have to know how to communicate to your clients. There are clients who want you to give them feedback. They want to follow up. They want to be involved in whatever you're doing. So you need to be good at communication and collaboration. The other one is organization, especially if you're working with more than one client. You don't want to mix up the work, and you also need to be able to deliver on time. The other one, it's not a must, but content creation. Especially for businesses who need help with content creation, that's a service you can offer. That one is content editing. I would say that's a must, because right now the major focus for social media is videos. It's the videos that are working good, so you need to have at least some basic skills for video editing. What other skill?
Tutakuja kwa hizo baadaye ukishapata. You mentioned that ulitoka Fiverr.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, how are you getting clients? How did you find other clients apart from Fiverr?
Okay. Through my social media account. Actually, for me, I've never had to look for a client. I've never had to... All my clients, they're inbound. I've never had like an outbound client.
Okay.
So through my social media account.
Main one, gani inawaka sana?
TikTok, Instagram.
Okay, so all your clients ni TikTok kabisa?
TikTok and Instagram, not all TikTok.
What about LinkedIn? Have you tried it?
No, actually, no, I'm not very active on LinkedIn. I haven't tried it, but I've heard people who I know, people who are in the social media management, they've said that LinkedIn is also very good for getting clients.
Yeah, I think LinkedIn is good. There's a guy who was here, I think it was episode 2. He talked about cold messaging on LinkedIn. For those who wenye najua bado hawajapata greener pastures, ama wale watakuwa wanataka kuanza, you can try. Umesema TikTok is working. They can also combine it with LinkedIn.
Yes, and Instagram.
Wajaribu whichever works first. It will be good as long as you are finding clients. Yeah, so let us move into details. I know tangu tuanze tumefocus sana na wale wanataka kuwa social media managers, but I know you are working with businesses as well.
Yes.
And the main reason businesses approach you ni wamekuama kabisa mambo na social media. In fact, hata mimi hata, okay, I'm not a business, but I know how difficult it is to grow a social media account. Ushaiona Instagram yetu kweli?
I think it has 9 followers ama 18.
Kumbe wamefika 9. Hao ni wengi.
Hao ni wengi.
So I'm wondering, why? Just some reasons. Najua you are an expert in this field. Hapo kwa content strategy. Why do some businesses fail kabisa kwa content strategy na even hata growing their account?
All right. So most businesses they don't follow the content creation process. So before a client buys from you, they have to go through the 3 stages. The first one is awareness. The second one is consideration, and the third one is decision making. So for awareness, this is where they know about your product, because definitely they can't buy from you if they don't know what you're selling. They
Yeah.
don't know you're selling something. So the mistake that I see businesses making, they'll maybe focus on one funnel and forget about the other one. So if you're starting, you need to focus more on the awareness stage, and then now you integrate it with nurturing content, which is going to help them consider your product, and then now the decision making where they buy your product. So yeah, I will say that's the biggest mistake. They don't understand their target audience, and they ignore some of the stages when creating content. Yeah.
Now that mimi nimeshindwa kabisa kugrow my Instagram account, what do you say? It's just a question. I know people are doing that. Mimi siwezi fanya juu I know there are some disadvantages, but you being on that field, in that field, I know you have seen some cases where businesses buy already zile accounts zimegrow kabisa ziko na 10k followers, more than 20. Do you advise them to do that?
No, I wouldn't advise buying followers. Reason being, let's say, for example, with your TikTok account, you've grown your page. People have followed you because of what you're offering them, or whatever value you're offering them. So now when you come and sell me that page, or let's say you sell that page to someone who sells clothes, the audience that you've already created, they don't want clothes. So
Yeah.
you'll see that the person who's bought the account and they're selling clothes, they'll post clothes, they have many followers, but no one is engaging, because that's not why they're there. They're there for a certain reason. So
They want to learn skills.
Yeah, they want to learn skills. They don't want to buy clothes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. There are these kinds of people. Sijui kama ni one of your clients, but I'm just ni maswali nilitumwa. There wako na ile, if the expectation is that wakianza kufanya kazi na social media manager in 1 month, atakuwa amepata 10k followers, ama itakuwa the content will start converting. How do you deal with such people? Because I know it's quite unrealistic to grow account very fast.
Yeah. Okay, so this is why having discovery calls is very important. So a discovery call, it's basically where you get to learn your potential clients' goals and needs. So you're able to set expectations from the beginning. Before even you move on to signing the contract, you need to set the expectations. For example, a client will come and tell you, so not after social media manager, and I'm expecting, since we'll be working together, video zangu zikuwe zinapata at least 50,000 views. That's not possible. Social media managers, we don't have any control over the algorithm. Sometimes a video could be really good, but maybe there have been some updates on Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
So that will affect maybe how the video performs. So you need to have, before you even move to the contract, before you move
to signing the
before you
contract
move
with
to the
the
contract
client.
stage, you need to set expectations very early. So you do this during the discovery call, and also after the discovery call, you send the client a proposal. So a proposal, it's basically, it highlights what you're going to deliver, the deliverables, the timelines, and you tell them these are your goals. This is how you're going to achieve them. These are the timeline you're going to achieve your goals by. So by that, you're able to set expectations. You should be able to set the expectations in the beginning.
Okay. There was a time mimi pia nilianza mambo na freelancing hiyo wakati wa COVID. Was it 2020 or 2021? In that period. I think 2020 June ndio nilianza. Then nilijaribu, I have tried a lot of skills. Nimejaribu transcription, nimejaribu hiyo social media management, nimejaribu hiyo academic writing, of which all of them sahi okay, I've never earned with them through them. But sahi ni mambo na websites na na podcast ndio I'm working on. So wakati nilifanya social media management, Fiverr, the same Fiverr, I got a client alikuwa wa US. Ni yule mambo expectations zenye tunasema sahi. Alikuwa anataka a lot of posts, first thing. Anataka post karibu mara around 15 times a day.
Wow.
Anataka bado you do the is it analytics, ufanye hizo research, you see which posts are performing better and why, then continue copying the same strategy hapo. Alikuwa ma meetings tena hapo na the amount she's paying hata so I got tired na nika if I had a client.
You fed the client. Sometimes you have to.
So kuna hiyo pressure sana. So I mean, just imagining that was one client. Wewe social media manager, I'm assuming unaweza kuwa hata maybe 3, 4, 5 clients. How are you managing your time?
Okay, so number one, to talk on that, the deliverables, you have to be very clear on the deliverables. So kama nimekupea this package, I'll tell you this is the number of maybe videos you're going to get at the end of the week. This is the number of videos I'm going to post in a day. So you've already set the deliverables. Yes, number one, that. And also now when it comes to handling lots of clients, you need to have systems. You need to know this when I'm going to meet with this client, this when I'm going to shoot their content, their editing needs to be done by this time. So have systems. And the other one, get help. Sometimes it can be so overwhelming, but now you see, if you don't get help, you're going to lose your clients because utafika mahali, you're not able to deliver. So get help. Have systems and get help.
Una prefer kwa outsource?
Outsource for what?
Like outsourcing for some other, maybe a freelancer kusaidie if it gets overwhelming, kukusaidia kufanya client wako kazi.
I think I would say I would prefer someone you're able to work together. Because now you see with my clients it's a monthly to monthly basis. So yes, so the number of work it's constant.
Okay, you've mentioned about going to shoot. Then it got me wondering, you are working with local clients?
Yes, I'm working with some local clients.
Okay, so it requires shooting. Ebu, walk us through your day-to-day vile. How even managing it? Jumi najua most of those people wenye watajaribu hata ukiingia 5 watapata watu wa remote work.
Okay, so my days are different, definitely. But there are clients who we shoot content for. Some of the local clients, not all. So how would I say my day looks like? Okay, let's say maybe for Monday, mostly Monday, it's going through the emails, meetings to set the intentions for the week with your clients, and then just doing remote work. And then now for other days, you wake up, do the same, go for the shoot, and then now you come back home and edit the videos. But I will say it differs.
Okay. Wakati tulikuwa tuna plan you come for the podcast, we were even texting late. So unaniambia ndio unatoka shoot. So I'm just imagining, wow, this has been a very busy day.
Yeah, some days are like that, especially because we batch create content. We'll shoot for a client maybe a week's worth of content or 2 weeks. So sometimes it can be very exhausting. You can start the shoot maybe at 9, mnamaliza 10 or 9 p.m.
That's around 12 hours of work.
But it's because we batch create the content, which is really good. At least it helps minimize the number of work during the week.
So shooting halafu you also do the editing?
Yes, we also do the editing.
Hiyo ni kazi mingi.
That's why you get help.
Yeah, that's a lot of work. Yeah, so what kinds of clients are you working with? Najua sijui, maybe there are this when you're natafuta your services sana, services as social media manager, ni watu wa gani, how the businesses that you're working with?
Okay, so when it comes to the clients that we work with, we have not niched out. We don't have like a specific niche that we work with. We work with different niches. I prefer it that way because I feel like it's exciting getting to learn about the market when you're doing the market research for the client, just getting to learn about their product, their market, their audience. It's really interesting. You get to learn a lot, which is actually part of the reason why I did social media management. I love learning new things. It's just exciting. So we don't niche out when it comes to the clients we work with.
Okay, so yule anakuja is the one you work with?
Yeah, as long as we are able to agree on the terms.
Okay.
Yeah.
While working as a social media manager, which platforms have you found easy, exciting, the one that is working for your clients?
Okay, it depends with the client. No, not the client. It depends with the business. Because there are some businesses that will do the best on LinkedIn. There are others that will do best on TikTok. So that one we advise the client on what platform to focus on. Yeah, it depends with the business.
Okay, so hata wewe mwenyewe hakuna yenye una prefer?
Okay, for me, I prefer TikTok and Instagram, but it's because that's what works for my business.
Okay.
Yeah.
So TikTok and Instagram, why is it even difficult to grow Instagram account kwanza?
I will wouldn't say it's difficult.
Ah.
You'll find it to be difficult,
Niko na 9
really.
followers. For all those months.
You don't
Since May.
post. You don't post
Oh,
anything.
nimepost juzi. Hizo zenyu.
Personally, actually find TikTok is definitely easier to grow because TikTok has a virality effect. So it's easier. It's easier to find a community, and it's also authentic. And there's some content that works on TikTok can't work on Instagram. Instagram needs a whole strategy by itself. But I wouldn't say it's hard.
Wait, okay, what strategies are you using with your clients?
Is you can't have like a one size fits all strategy, by the way. That's why with every client that we work with, we have a different strategy with whatever is going to work for their business. You can't have like a one size fits all strategy. Useme sasa hii ndo inafanya TikTok, hii ndo inafanya Instagram. But one thing that I will pick out for Instagram, the videos need to be very high quality. Not like TikTok. TikTok, sometimes you can just sit here and do a video and it goes viral. With Instagram, it's more thought out content. You need to have that. It needs to be visually appealing. And like TikTok, I'm not saying that the videos for TikTok, they don't need to look good, but it's different. But you can't have like a one size fits all for Instagram and one size fits all for TikTok.
Okay,
actually right now all platforms, they are trying to do more videos, and especially TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and they're also introducing long form videos. You'll see like for TikTok, introduce the 10 minutes when you're recording. So they're trying to push more long form videos. But for Instagram, actually Carousel are working really good right now. Videos are doing good as well, but Instagram is also trying to push Carousel pictures.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now let's go to some software and tools. Are there any tools that unatumia to manage the social media accounts for your clients?
Okay, personally I don't schedule the posts, but
unaingia una post manually?
Yes, I prefer to post manually.
Okay.
It's because with things like Meta Business Suite, you can use that to schedule the post, but I find it that sometimes it messes with the quality of the content.
Oh, kuna vile ina compress.
Yeah, most scheduling apps, they mess with the quality. So, and then sometimes they can glitch. Will make I post 10 and then it doesn't post. So for me, I prefer to post manually. I just batch create my content. I mean, it just takes like a few minutes, but I don't schedule the content.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There was a post. I've been watching some clips on your TikTok account. Niliona you have been sharing some screenshots, some figures, analytics. This post performed this way, hii perform hivi. How are you using analytics to help clients who grow their social media accounts?
All right, so we track our analytics at the end of every month for all my clients. Basically, analytics, they help you understand what kind of content is performing well, what content is not performing well. So, for example, let's say if you're tracking the number of followers, so when it comes to analytics, you track the number of followers, the number of reach. So these are the people you've reached in the last 1 month, the engagement. So when it comes to maybe like a specific post, you track how did the post perform, how many views did it get, what was the engagement rate, because like a post can go viral, but the engagement rate is very low.
Yeah.
You'll find like a post ikona 10,000 views, I don't know, ikona like 100 likes. So,
one comment.
Yeah.
Ule wa follow back. That was my next question actually. Why do some posts they find it very difficult to have that engagement?
Okay, so back to the first question. When you're tracking analytics, how you can use analytics to grow your page. So for example, if a post did well, you go back and check the post. Why did it perform well? Was it because of the hook that I used? Was it maybe because of the messaging? And then you try and replicate that. Not like replicate that kabisa, but you try and do more of that. If maybe the video ilikuwa na very good quality, try and improve the quality of your other videos. If maybe the video was offering value, maybe it was an educational post, try do more of that. If the video has saves, and so saves, shares, likes, that's engagement rate. So if it has saves, it means that people liked your content enough to want to come back to it. If they've shared the content, it means they liked it enough to share to their friends. or maybe they just relate to the piece of content. So that helps you understand what kind of content does my audience like more.
Okay.
Because, for example, if it has lots of views and no engagement, it means that the audience didn't really like that video. So you try and see what can I do to balance that.
Okay, so
Yes.
hizo sides za saves ndo unaangalia, then you produce more of the same.
Yeah.
Then there are these posts that huwa zina go viral kabisa. Unapata your post has several likes, several shares, saves, then 500 comments. So kwa hizo comments unapata there are people talking there negatively kabisa. They are like trashing you. Kuna ingine nilipost, I'm just trying to help people actually. Mimi sijaitisha mtu kitu yote. I don't do trainings, I don't sell any courses. It is just the podcast to invite the people wenye wanataka kushare their skills. That is what I'm doing here. Then there was hiyo academic writing. Najua it has the highest views I think kwa TikTok na YouTube. Then there were a lot of comments there nilisensa nika filter kabisa. People were saying, kuna mwingine anasema nyinyi mproduce to content, nyinyi mnaitisha tu, mnatafuta tu pesa ya training, sijui mnataka kuibia watu, some negative comments kabisa. And I know most viral posts lazima zikuwe na people, hiyo ni that's nature ya watu, lazima wakuwe negative. So to my question, how wewe sasa kama social media manager, mimi sio social media manager, mimi hata naweza sometimes huwa nakuja hapo ninajibu vibaya. But what is the most professional way ya ku address that issue?
Okay, sometimes ignore. Sometimes.
Hoi kuwashi hata kidogo.
Okay, now
Anyway.
For example, if I'm managing sometimes the benefit of having someone manage your page is that they don't have that emotional connection.
Yeah.
So you see, for example, if I see a comment in a trash my client's page, I don't have that emotional connection.
Yeah, exactly.
But unlike when my client sees the comment, but sometimes ignore, unless maybe if it's tarnishing the brand. If it's tarnishing the brand, then maybe you can do a video explaining if it's something that needs explaining. But then if sometimes I usually say all engagement is good engagement, even the bad one, because at the end of the day, if people comment, hata kama kuna negative comments, it helps the algorithm to push your video more.
Okay.
And the more it's pushed, the more views you get, the more visibility you get. So sometimes even the bad engagement is good engagement, unless now if it's tarnishing the brand's name and now you need to come and clear the image.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mmesikia hiyo maneno watu wa wale mtacomment hapa negatively after you are helping us with kutupeleka viral.
Yeah.
Yeah, moving to the next question. I know there are those people, even the businesses, not even just a social media manager, when they are trying to post, tuseme, I know you're focused much on TikTok. Are there any mistakes zenye unaona now huyu naye amepost but maybe this is a mistake, tuseme maybe anajaribu can we say social media anajaribu kusell something but okay, haja hit the point kabisa. I don't know if you're understanding my question. Those common mistakes zenye unaona watu wakijaribu kupost, their intention is this but maybe they're doing something very different.
Okay, I'm not sure I understand your question, but okay. So some of the mistakes that businesses make when it comes to social media, especially if you're a business, is selling too much. Hear me out. So no one likes being sold to. That's the truth. No one likes kila siku nauza hii, nunua hii. No one likes that. So you need to be able to curate your content in a way that you're still talking about your product, but ushindi ukiambia watu wanunue. Another mistake, and I think Tushay mentioned uko mbele, is not understanding your target audience. For example, you see when someone starts a business, they want their friends to support them and family, but that's not your target audience.
Yeah.
So you're posting content that you think your friends will like, but that's not your target audience. They won't buy from you. Okay, some will support you, but most probably you find that your family don't support you. No, hawana any bad intention, but can you wanna post? It's not
even relate with them.
Yeah. So that's the mistake that they make. You're making content based on what you think your followers need, not what they actually want.
Okay.
And the other one is sometimes businesses, they're very selfish with content. Like they don't want to offer value to the content that they're creating. So if I'm going to come see a video that you've done, I like the video, and then I decide to follow you, it means I followed you because you're offering me value.
Yeah.
So some businesses, they're selfish with their content. Yeah, so those are some of the mistakes I see them making when it comes to content.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so next question. You've said unawak na agency na you started as a freelancer on Fiverr. What steps can someone take? Najua mtu atataka yes aanze kama freelancer but anataka ile growth like you hadi afike kwa agency. What steps can someone take ndio afike hapo?
Okay, so I think I would say it's by building your own personal brand when you're starting, because the thing with these freelance accounts, things like Fiverr, Upwork, sometimes they're not reliable.
Okay.
And like you said, some people who are looking for services on Fiverr, they're looking for cheap services.
Exactly.
Like they have these very
low budget.
Yeah, they have their low budget, but the expectations way
iko juu kabisa,
iko juu
wanarudisha
kabisa.
revisions.
Yeah, they want they don't know to manage 5 accounts, sijui nini, and the amount they're paying you. So it's a good place to get started, but in the long run, it's not sustainable. So for me, what has worked for me from my experience is building your own personal brand, because people, again, they won't get your services if they don't know you're out there.
Yeah.
So the first thing, you need to put yourself out there. Number 2, you can't tell a client, I'll be able to grow your page if you're not even able to grow your own page.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I can't be a social media manager.
I mean, you've done good with your page.
I just want the platform.
But it's still doing good.
Yeah.
So you need to put yourself out there. Just be authentic. I feel like the social media managers who are starting, I feel like they overthink so much. So yeah, stop overthinking. Just put your services out there. When you're starting, at least have a niche. You can have a niche for a service that you're going to offer. If maybe it's content creation, focus with that until now you can be able to sharpen that skill. Because the other mistake that I see beginner social media managers making is that they want to do everything and you're just beginning.
Yeah.
So you need to have like a specific service that you're going to offer in the beginning, and just, grow your portfolio pole pole. Grow your Instagram, come on Instagram, come on TikTok, grow it.
Okay. So apart from social media accounts, do you advise a beginner to have a website?
Yes, actually yes.
Okay. Na sasa ni nini ataweka hapo juu hata hana kitu bado?
So yes, I will it's not a must. Actually, it's not a must. You can actually just create something free from Canva. You can create a Canva website.
Canva inaunda website. I've never known that. Tuko na graphic designer in the house, atatuelezea hiyo.
Yes, you can create a Canva website. You don't have to invest because you're just a beginner and maybe you don't have the funds to host a website, kutengenezwa a website. So you can just create like a Canva website. So this is where you can put your past work, kama ni videos, kama ni graphics. Put your past work there, and then kama you've worked with some clients, analytics, you can just to see who you are and what you do.
Oh, okay. Najua kuna watu wanajiuliza ni nini nitaweka kwa website kama portfolio. Alisha mention by the way. Akasema work, ask your friends, ask your families if you can create content with them. Ama start with the low budget ones, wale wenye, as long as they boost you to have that portfolio that you enye unaweza create. Before tuende kwa the last questions, I know there are 3 of them hivi. What tools, najua umesema you don't do hizo mambo na scheduling tools, but kuna hizi tools za video editing, sijui kama unafanya posters as well. What are the most basic tools zenye sema unatumia typically during the day?
All right, let me first answer the other question. Okay. Your things that you can unaweza portfolio. Okay. Another thing that you can put on your portfolio if you're just a beginner, hakuna client umework na yeye, you've not even approached your friends, you can create mock-up posts. For example, kama ni graphics, go to Canva, just do some samples. If maybe you want to offer a video editing service, create videos at home. Whatever you like doing, hata kama ni a day in my life, just create a video and then post it. Maybe if you want to work with restaurants, go to the restaurant, just create a small video of you working there, kitu kama hiyo, or you having lunch, whatever it is. Just create mock-up videos. You don't have to wait to get nini, because sometimes, honestly, it can be hard to get your first client, and some clients, they won't want to work with you if you don't have any experience.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can just create mock-up post on Canva. You can create videos on CapCut. Just use those free tools.
Yeah. So you were to answer the tools, extra tools. Ama ni Canva too.
No,
Do you use Adobe?
No, I don't. Okay, my team uses that. I don't.
Oh,
Okay, so Canva, definitely. There's CapCut for video editing.
Okay.
For the files, there's Google Drive. For planning my work, I use Notion. All of these, there's the free version and there's the paid
one.
version.
Yeah.
So sometimes for clients who want you to schedule their contents just so they can see, you can use Meta Business Suite.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There was a question, najua ilikuwa ikuwe ya kwanza, but nikaisahau. Most people, hata before waingie kwa episode kabisa, they are always interested to learn how much can a social media manager, tuseme sasa ako na skill, ame grow, first month anaweza tengeneza pesa ngapi?
Okay, speaking from experience, because actually my first ever client, they paid me 90K.
Oh.
Yeah.
90,000 shillings.
Yes, my first, actually my first real client. So
that was some good amount for a beginner.
Yeah. Ingine ilikuwa yenye nilikuwa napata from friends. I used to offer to manage their accounts, some for free. Ingine unaitisha 10K just to get experience, which is still okay.
Yeah.
But for the first month, especially if you're getting your client maybe on socials, I think you should be able to make at least on the minimum at least 40K.
Yeah. Then grow from there. Ukiwa na clients watatu or wengi, that's how you increase your revenue.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you're going to the last questions, and I just want you to, if you can advise yule mtu anataka kuanza kabisa, what could you tell them?
Okay.
Yeah, how can they, okay, wacha nisiku narrow down to your advice. Let me just say any last advice you can give to someone who wants to get started.
So when you're starting, you need to have like at least one skill that you can focus on, because if you focus on too many services that you're going to offer, you can get overwhelmed, and that could lead to a burnout. So when you're starting, have like at least one skill that you focus on, get to learn, polish the skill. Yeah, that's the advice I would give. Don't just start, because most social media managers, I know you want to get clients, so they try and offer all the services they can think of.
Yeah.
Whatever client comes. But sometimes that will not work out for you in the long run.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Josie, you have really grown your portfolio. You are now a professional kabisa. You are an expert. You work with a lot of clients. You work with an agency. So I'm just wondering, this is like a perfect profession to me, a perfect social media manager. But if you were to start over again, is there anything that you will do differently?
Yes, a lot. I made so many mistakes when I was starting out.
Okay.
Number one was so disorganized. I used to wake up and, back then when I was starting out, all my clients were international. So I didn't choose to leave the house to go shoot content. So I used to work mostly from home. But I used to wake up, I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. What time I'm supposed to post. And then the client will text you, Monoja post.
Umetoka kwa nyumba tayari ya wakati.
Yeah, so I used to be so disorganized. And then also when I was starting out, nilianza kama job ya baby girl. Enye uchoki, I really underestimated I really underestimated social media management. But honestly, sometimes it can be a lot. There's a lot of research that comes with it. You can't just post a post. There's a lot of copywriting, things like that. So the first thing I'll do differently is I will be organized from the beginning. So also have systems. Know if it's a content calendar, know when you need to send the clients the content for approval, and know when to make a correction, so that now when you need to put the post up, you're not scrambling last minute, or maybe at least be able to come up with the content sometime before the concepts. Know when you need to come up with the concepts.
Yeah.
The other thing, I did not move with speed. I used to be very slow with executing ideas, even on my own page. The thing with social media is things move so fast. So if you don't execute something, someone else will. They might do it better.
Yeah.
So be fast with the execution. The other one is don't offer all the services. That's another mistake that I did, and I got so burnt out. Now the thing with trying to offer very many services from the beginning, you're not able to master one skill. So utapata ni kila kitu una scramble, like I know this, I know kidogo of this, I know kidogo of this. So at the end of the day, your client is not satisfied with your work because you've not mastered the skill.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Those are the only things you'll do differently.
Okay, it's a lot.
Okay.
It's a lot, but those are the most important.
Yeah, we'll take those ones.
Yeah.
Kuna swali imenipotea, but let's just wacha tufunge. Nikikumbuka nitauliza.
Right.
Yeah. Now, do you offer some kind of training ama courses to someone who will be interested after listening to this episode?
Okay, I have one-on-one classes that go for a month. 4 classes in a month. Okay, 1 hour per class. I have that. I also have Pick My Brain session. So basically, these I answer any question that you have. These services for social media managers or businesses. These are the extra services that I offer.
Okay.
So if you have a question, you pay for the 1 hour Pick My Brain session. Yeah, I answer any question that you have, social media related, strategies, maybe where your content is not performing well. And then I have another one for businesses who don't want to commit full time. They just want help with strategy creation.
Yeah.
So we also offer that service.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can help businesses with content strategy.
Yeah.
Specifically content strategy.
If
social media management? No,
we do social media management. That's
Okay.
the main service that I offer personally.
Okay.
But if you're a business and you don't want to commit
To the
to
strategy.
full-time social media management,
Okay.
maybe you're not yet comfortable kupeana account yako. Yeah, so we can come in and just create a strategy for you. Or maybe you have the time to post, you have the time to run your account, but you just don't know why your strategy is not working. We create a strategy for you.
Because hapo pia ina mambo na analytics pia zinaingilia hapo ndani, and most people don't even know that.
Yeah, they don't even know what to track when it comes to analytics.
Yeah. So for that person who wants to get started as a social media manager, or businesses who need your services, wanaweza kupata aje?
You can send me a DM. I've also linked my WhatsApp on my Linktree, on TikTok or my Facebook page. All my platforms, Josie Karimi socials.
Yeah, TikTok,
And
IG.
Instagram. Yeah.
Do you have a website?
No, actually I have a Canva website.
Hiyo ndio ulikuwa unasema ulicreate na Canva.
Yeah, I used to have a
Sijawahi jua Canva
website.
huwa inaenda.
I used to have a website, but then the Canva website can do as well. It's free. Yeah.
As long as it appears professional and presentable.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's all, and thank you so much for being here. Yeah, as you have seen, that is Josie Karimi for you, social media manager. We'll link all her socials. Penye unaweza mpata, you can DM her. I hope you respond to DMs. The
I
problem with ladies. Anyway, mtu akikudm ujue. Okay, by the way, I want to mention this one. A lot of people, you guys, wenye mna, in case you need any help, don't just text hello.
Yeah, I know.
There are those cases.
Yeah, like
kwako.
zile za hey, okay.
What?
Yeah.
Yes. Just at least mupatie ile the hint ni nini unataka. Hata si tukijua what you need, we'll go ahead and help you. Amesema any social media manager, anything about social media, content strategy, kushoot, content creation. If you need those services, ama unataka kulearn kama ukuwe social media manager, amesema she also has the online classes. So reach out to her. Nitawapatia links. That's all from this episode, and continue subscribing, share with your friends. Tulisema by mwisho wa December tunataka tukue 40k followers, but I think hii episode ishatufikisha. Next guest now about graphics design, Stani Studio. I've seen some amazing work amekuwa akifanya TikTok. Mimi sijui kabisa, nishaijaribu hata ile logo yetu ya Hustle 47 nimelitengeneza. Nataka kuja tuweke kazi za nyingine. Juu amefanya kazi zingine. Anyway, sijui alilani wapi. So if you want to be a graphic designer, that is the next episode. Najua it will be posting after Josie's episode ya social media management. It will be on Monday, social media management, then Thursday, graphic designs. Tukiendelea hivyo. So until next time, I just want to wish you luck and all the best. See you in the next episode. Bye bye.